Evelyn Richardson was a Nova Scotia writer who descended from Irish and United Empire Loyalists and whose roots were planted firmly in the island soil of Shelburne County. The first member of her family, Cornelius Fox, was a teacher for the Anglican Church. In 1786, he married Olivia Cleveland, a close relative of Grover Cleveland, the 22nd and 24th President of the United States. In 1840, their son, James Fox, became the first lightkeeper at Four Shoe Light, at the entrance to Yarmouth Harbor. He had just retired from the British Navy after the close of the Napoleonic Wars. James Fox died shortly after and left the light-keeping job to his son, John Thomas Fox, who remained in that post for 35 years. Evelyn's maternal grandfather was also a lightkeeper. Captain Ephraim Larkin had retired from the sea when he bought Emerald Isle, or Stoddart's Island as it is sometimes referred. His daughter met Arthur Douglas Fox, the son of Thomas Fox, the cabinet maker, while he was teaching in Shag Harbor. Evelyn Fox Richardson was born on Emerald Isle while her father was working with the Larkin Lobster Canning Factory. Her father eventually took a teaching position at Clark's Harbor, where he remained for 15 years. Eventually, he moved the family to Halifax, where he became principal of Alexandra School. In 1926, she married Morel Richardson on Emerald Isle, and then returned to Boston, where he worked. City life was not what the Richardsons dreamed of. Rather, they longed for fresh, clean sea breezes of Nova Scotia. Morel purchased Bon Portage Island, and along with Evelyn and their first child, Anne Gordon, moved there from Boston. They became lightkeepers, which for Evelyn became the inspiration for her greatest work, We Keep a Light. In 1945, she won the Governor General's Award for Creative Nonfiction. The Richardsons had two other children, Elizabeth June, who would eventually marry Sidney Smith, a lightkeeper at Cape Sable, and a son, Laurie, who died at 18 after becoming ill on Bon Portage. In We Keep a Light, Evelyn wrote of Laurie, "I had carried Laurie under my heart when I first walked from the Bon Portage slip to the lighthouse where he was to be born, and to live all his short life. He was nevertheless a part of me and grown dearer by every minute of his 18 years." Evelyn and her husband lived on Bon Portage for 35 years and then retired to Barrington. They built a house in the foundations of the house of Elizabeth Payne Doane. She was the mother of the author of Home Sweet Home and was a well-known midwife in the Barrington of the 1700s. The Richardsons transferred ownership of Bon Portage, their beloved island, to Acadia University to be used for the study of ecology and wildlife. Evelyn died in 1974.